Hey guys, it's Tyler with Whole PM, and today we're talking about what to do if your Denver rental property will not rent. Why is my house not renting? Well, we want to talk about four key things here. The first thing that you need to think about is your listing. All right, what does your listing look like? The number one most important thing you can do is to get awesome photos of your rental house. Probably should not try to do that yourself. We recommend hiring a company that does real estate photography, like for instance, Virtuance. So Virtuance will take up to 10 photos of your rental property for only 99 bucks. It's a great deal, and that investment will pay for itself 10 times. So absolutely, call Virtuance, call a company like that, get pro photos taken. You next need to think about where you're listing your property. If you're just listing it on Facebook or just listing it on Craigslist, it's not going to rent, or it's going to take a really long time to rent. You need to list on the most widely used rental sites. Now, this is going to take you some time if you're doing it by yourself, but you need to list on Zillow, which publishes to Zillow, Trulia, and HotPads. You also need to list on Zumper. You need to list on apartments.com if this is a multifamily property. Go ahead and do a Google search for the most widely used rental sites, and then take the time to list on each of those sites. The second most important factor is price. You're wrong on price. So people think you can name your price for a rental property in Denver because there's so much demand. That is wrong, okay? Denver has a lot of demand, but it also has a lot of supply. So you have to compete. You have to have a competitive price to get your property filled. So what should you do? Take a look at comparable rentals in your area and price reasonably. Just because you have an emotional attachment to your property and you think it has some cool things going on, you need to be reasonable, be objective about what people will actually pay. And then every 5 days, you need to lower that price if you have not gotten a strong lead that looks like they're going to rent. There's so much demand. Don't leave that property at the wrong price for over 5 days because the market's telling you you're too high. Since people think in terms of hundreds, drop that price $100 every 5 days, and your goal is to have the property leased in 2 weeks. If you've hit 30 days, your price is wrong, all right? You got to be open to lowering it. The third factor to consider here is restrictions. What are you restricting about your rental? Are you not allowing pets? Are you not allowing them to use the garage because you're storing your stuff in there? Are you not allowing them to use the basement? People don't like those restrictions. You know, people are emotional about pets. Do you allow them? Do you not? We recommend, since about 60% of renters in Denver have a dog, and then, you know, a higher percentage have some kind of pet, you probably need to think about it. You can collect a little bit more rent. You can collect a little bit higher of a deposit to protect yourself. So think about pets. Don't restrict them not, using a certain bedroom or a storage area or a basement because you want to keep it. Let them have that whole property. Don't restrict it too much. And then the fourth and final factor you need to think about is the lack of amenities. So does your property not have a garage? Does it not have parking? Does it not have central AC? Maybe you don't have any window treatments. You didn't put blinds up, or maybe you don't have a washer and dryer you're providing. You need to think about those things because your competitors are providing those things. Get some blinds up. Get good-looking window treatments. We've got an awesome 2-inch faux wood white slat blind product that we recommend. It's very cheap. You need to provide a washer and dryer. People expect that in Denver. If you don't have parking, you need to factor that into your price because parking is on the top list of amenities that renters in Denver want. And the one right below that is AC. So think about, if I don't have AC, can I provide window units? Can I afford to install central AC in my property? And if not, you need to reflect that in your price. If you have any questions or want to talk about how to make your rental property perform better, please reach out to me, Tyler at wholepm.com, or my direct line at 720-735-0513. Thanks.